Hey, my name is Roman Reigns. Remember me? I pissed all y'all off at the Royal Rumble. I am the guy. I favor to all the casual fucking kids and their hot ass mothers who come to see me, man. I still haven't gotten the right charisma. You fucking dumb assholes. I need some more LSD. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm the casual fan. Oh, I like Roman. Oh man, I just want to stroke his Samoan cock.
Oh shit. You know something? This is the second straight time that fuckhead Roman Reigns brings his casual fucking morons to my party. I don't know what to do anymore, people. Tell me, what do I gotta do to get rid of this fucker Roman Reigns? Do I have to fucking lock my door, fuck his hot ass wife, and just say, Roman, you're a bitch. Go fuck yourself. You're not welcome here, bro, until you turn heel. Yeah. The fuck with it. You fucking pissed everybody off at the Royal Rumble. So you got me looking around looking for shit, bro. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Anyway. This is episode number fucking... You know what? See, you see how bad Roman Reigns got me? I can't even remember the fucking notes I got. God damn. This is episode 6 of the best and worst of Raw and SmackDown. I'm going to do things a little different. I got 2 websites pulled up. I'm going to give you all an analysis of parts of the show. Parts of it. I'm not going to do the whole thing like last week, because that took a fucking bitch to do. And it took about 5 fucking times to upload. So we're going to do something a bit different today. But before I do that, let's do the plugs real quick. Follow me on Twitter at RobbieBird23. It'll say Bird2393 on the fucking Twitter name, as is this YouTube channel, which you should hit subscribe to for my weekly videos like this and other daily content I do throughout the week. So, there's 2 there's 2 Call of Duty videos up right now from yesterday, and there is my Seth Rollins injury video. Gives my opinions of what is wrong with his knee, and I do have another update on Seth Rollins, which I will go over with you guys right now. He supposedly tweaked his knee as a result of Monday's debuting of Samoa Joe. He will be out of action for a good 4 to 6 weeks. That is good for him. That is good for him that he did not re-aggravate his ACL. I mean, that's what supposedly was going on right now. That is the rumor right now, that he is going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Because he, tweaked his knee, hyperextended it or something. Which is hopefully, I don't wish harm upon nobody. I don't. But WrestleMania needs Seth Rollins. And they are, let's just say this knee is nothing more than a work. I doubt it. I doubt it. But let's just say if it is, you keep him off TV. Even if it isn't a work, it doesn't matter. You keep him off TV. It's if he's back in full health in about 2 weeks. I know that's not true, but if he's just healthy, you want to keep him off TV. Build Samoa Joe as a fucking badass. Seth Rollins comes out, kick the crap out of Samoa Joe, goes right to Triple H. There we go. That's that. But Seth Rollins, the video's up, and it's on the channel right now. I don't want to give all the details away. That means you wouldn't watch it. But anyway, best and worst of Raw SmackDown, episode number 6. Get back to the right notes here. I got notes for days. Every other thing. As y'all know, I didn't watch both shows hardly this week because I had to leave. For personal business, and we're gonna get right into this. We are. Yeah. I'm gonna take a shot of my bleach here. And hopefully I don't kill myself. Where are we at here? Best and worst of Raw and SmackDown. We're gonna get started. There's 6 pieces of the show, of each show on this article. So, I don't know what the hell that is. There's a video that's about to play. I gotta stop it before it plays. Oh my god, Bill Belichick, you are so freaking ugly. I'm gonna start from the end here. I'm gonna go whatever's on the page on. So here we go. A shocking debut capped off the first Raw on the road to WrestleMania 33 and altered the path of one brand's premier superstars. Samoa Joe made his long-awaited main roster debut, attacking Seth Rollins at the benefit for Triple H. It was most memorable amongst that it intensified the program involving the Architect and the King of Kings while simultaneously introducing the WWE Universe to one of the biggest badasses in professional wrestling. Agreed. Samoa Joe is a fucking badass. I followed him since his TNA days. He is a fucking beast. And that is that. We're going to go on. Speaking of dominant forces and bad men, Roman Reigns, or who I like to call him, Roman, made it clear to Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, and anyone else who were interested in crossing him that his days of tolerating secrecy and other forms of nonsense are over. As seen as his beatdown of those two aforementioned villains, I use that term loosely, villains, Cruiserweight Tony Nese is finally stringing together some. Okay, hang on, fuck, we're gonna go on to that. Hang on. But anyway, as that story just said, so we got a debut of Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns costing Braun Strowman his Universal title shot. We're gonna get into that in a moment, but first we're gonna continue on with Samoa Joe. Just 24 hours after the most expected Samoa Joe to make his main roster debut during the Royal Rumble match, I did too. The Samoan submission machine shocked the wrestling world by attacking Seth Rollins and plummeting him while Triple H looked on. The COO of WWE had promised just moments earlier Joe was vicious, brutal, and violent, crashing Rollins into the guardrail repeatedly before rolling him into the square circle and choking him out with the Kokona Clutch, his signature submission hold. It was a memorable debut for Joe on one of the sets on one that sets him up for a major storyline and heading into WrestleMania season. While Rollins vs. Triple H is still likely for the showcase of the Immortals, Joe can find himself booked into a higher profile bout at Fastlane, where his performance may dictate the significance of his Mania program. Joe, arguably the MVP of NXT in 2016, now has the opportunity to make that WWE run has eluded him throughout his career. He got off to the hottest start imaginable on Monday Night Raw this week. Everything that I just read, I completely agree with. Samoa Joe is a fucking badass. Hang on, I gotta take one more shot of bleach. Hang on. See me drinking bleach? Yeah. Anyway, Samoa Joe, hottest thing right now in the WWE, second to AJ Styles, in my opinion. Samoa Joe is a credible heel. I called this months ago that he would go to Monday Night Raw, and I was right. He is on Monday Night Raw. He's there. He is desperately needed. It brings more eyes to Monday Night Raw. That only means if he's going to Monday Night Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura will be going to SmackDown. And I am looking forward to that. I would love to see Nakamura on SmackDown. It'd be a freaking thing. They don't talk much, so Anyway, we go from something that was great to something that was shitty. Listen to this. A few months ago, Rusev was embroiled in one of Raw's top storylines with Roman Reigns battling the brand's top star over the United States Championship. He regularly competed in weekly television main events, which appear to have rejuvenated him after early months of questionable booking. Agreed. Kevin Dunn, you fucking faggot. In the wake of the program through, he fell back into the mid card in a feud with Enzo and Big Cass. Monday night, their program came to a head in a tornado tag match as the Bulgaria routine with Jinder Mahal in an attempt to silence WWE's most dynamic talker and his 7-foot friend. One would set that with a partner like Mahal, Rusev would be saved from eating a pin, thus maintaining some of his credibility. Alas, that was not the case. Amore pinned Rusev just one night after the energetic little man's appearance as a comedy act during the Royal Rumble match. It was a questionable decision given the need for credible heels in the mid-card. What mid-card? There is no mid-card. The mid-card doesn't exist. Chris Jericho hosts a U.S. title and he's still fooling around with Roman Reigns still, technically. But, anyway, that was that. We go from that to something even more that was boring. I didn't watch this. I didn't see this on my taping that I watched back. Tony Nese has been long one of the most talented indie workers in the world of professional wrestling, but he struggled mightily in early months of the cruiserweight division to mean as much to that roster, and as he did do the promotions he previously worked for. He was an enhancement talent, a generous competitor with fantastic physique who often teamed with Drew Gulak and losses to the Bollywood Boys or Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander. He was an afterthought, basically. He still kind of is, in my opinion. That was until 205 Live when he beat down TJ Perkins after a roll-up defeat in their match. Monday night he notched a win against another dynamic high flyer in Mustafa Ali, and then joined Austin Aries for a promo at the top of the entrance ramp. Nese balked at allowing fans anything and walked away. The win, momentum, and brief promo signify the start of a push for the New York Star. Given the fact that the current Cruiserweight Champion Neville is a heel, it does not appear though the two will mix up anytime soon. Still, a push of any sort ends up with feuding with Jack Gallagher. The aforementioned Alexander would be awesome to the treatment he has received to this point. Anyway, I agree. Cruiserweights need more time, but there's a little rumor going around that they're going to get like one segment on Monday Night Raw, and 205 Live is going to be their stomping ground, which it is already, but you can't build a division in about 2 minutes to 5 minutes. You cannot do that. You got to give them 2 matches at least, and give them 10 minutes a match, and let them do their thing. These guys, excuse me, these guys are handcuffed to the WWE system, and they cannot do what I know they can do. I mean, it's ridiculous on how forced these guys are, but I'm not going to get much more on this because I'm going to go on a rant, and that's that. Remember me mentioning Kevin Owens versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title? Listen to this. Arrive, kick ass, and leave. It is simply philosophy, but one suits that Roman Reigns well. The big dog did not take to the ring to moan or complain about Braun Strowman screwing him out of the Universal title, or did not mention his loss at the Royal Rumble match itself. Yawn. No, Roman Reigns interrupted their title match, which we all knew what happened. And where was I? No, interrupted the title match between Strowman and Kevin Owens, beat both men down, and then walked away, turning slightly and appearing pleased with the destruction he had caused. Could it be a new change in attitude for the former world champion, or is Reigns just striking out against those who have done him wrong with the better part of the last 6 months. With a WrestleMania match against The Undertaker hinted at Sunday night, how was Reigns portrayed in weeks to come will dictate whether he is ready and perhaps darker and more dangerous than ever before ahead, or would be the biggest match of his career. Here's what I say about Roman Reigns versus Undertaker. I would not mind it if Roman Reigns turned heel within the WrestleMania season and becoming an ultimate fucking badass. People would love to hate Roman. People will hate Roman Reigns. It'll make me like Roman Reigns a whole lot more. Just turn him heel. You got the ingredients for a fucking dream match, dream scenario right fucking in your lap if they do this. Heel Roman Reigns, beating The Undertaker. Yes, I said it right. Beating The Undertaker. Now, I'm a big Undertaker fan. I've followed his career my whole life. I'm 23 years old. I turn 24 tomorrow. I've watched his career. I've basically go from here to where it is today. But yeah, that is that right there. That is that. We're gonna go from Monday Night Raw to SmackDown Live. 1/31/2017. They were in Corpus Christi, Texas. Shout out to JD from NY206. That joke is fucking funny. I like it. Where are we gonna start with this one? We're gonna start from the beginning and we're gonna work our way down just like we did. It's got bits of each show on this article, so I'm being different this week. To start the show, just moments after Shane McMahon revealed the 5 superstars who will join John Cena in the Elimination Chamber in just under 2 weeks: Dean Ambrose, The Miz, Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, and the champ John Cena. John Cena history to kick off the SmackDown show. He cut a generic promo before Wyatt and Orton had interrupted. The Reaper of Souls vowed to leave the chamber the WWE champion and enter SmackDown Live Arena into the era of the Wyatts. Orton warns Cena that even if he makes it to WrestleMania, the title will be set free to end the vicious cycle that exists between them. As the devious duo headed towards the square circle, stalking after its prey, the lights went out again and Luke Harper appeared. He had joined Cena and fending off the tandem setup tag team match that was made between Harper and Cena versus Wyatt and Randy. This was about a generic okay. That match was okay. It was a good little match. All that did was set up more drama between the Wyatts, and that's basically what happened. That's all that was. For the better part of John Cena, Luke Harper versus Wyatt and Orton. The story of the opening contest is Luke Harper and whether long-time leader Bray Wyatt still had any control over him. For the better part of the match, the former Intercontinental Champion showed zero hesitancy in plummeting Randy Orton and drawing a bit of ovation from the fans. I was one of those marks, by the way. I was like, oh shit, this might work. When he came face to face with Wyatt, though, he tagged John Cena into the match and seemingly unwilling to come to blows with the man who invested his trust. Late in the match, Harper teased developing Sister Abigail to Wyatt, only to flatten Orton with a big boot. Wyatt planted his former minion with one of his redemption Sister Abigail's. Orton planted Cena with an RKO, and that's the match. Good little match. I liked it. That opened up SmackDown. That set the tone right there. That set the match. That set the match up to what everybody was expecting. Good little tag team match. What I'm about to read you guys now made me cringe so fucking hard. I did not want to. I got up and took a shit. And thank God it ended by the time I got back in the room. I did not care, but I had to watch it back because I need to know some key points here. James Ellsworth accompanied Carmella for her match with unknown Delilah Dawson, giving her an introduction for a fit queen. Before I go any further, this fucking woman looked like a degenerate that you would find in a fucking homeless shelter. looking like she does crack cocaine. Excuse me. Crack cocaine and other drugs. And I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck did they find this broad? Did they find her in the fucking Walmart up the street? Like, what the fuck is this shit? She's probably a prostitute, full-time pro, but anyway, we don't know this. Once the match started, Dawson proved a spunkier opponent than the Princess of Staten Island expected, catching her off guard at several occasions, blah blah blah. I don't care, do you? Just as Ronaldo dropped a blue media reference on JBL, Ellsworth tripped Dawson up, allowing Carmella to apply the code of silent submission for the win. Here's the thing. Ellsworth is trying his damnedest to get Carmella over, but here's the problem. Nobody gives a fuck about Ellsworth. All that's doing is killing Carmella. Now, here's what I would think would happen. If Ellsworth does this on a week-to-week basis, helps Carmella win in heel-like fashion, you might have something, but it's not going to be an overnight thing. Right now, I don't want them on my TV, together at least. But let's see. We'll see where it goes. Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler. At the end of the day, who gives a shit? We saw this match last week. Same outcome. Super kick finish. I'm not even going to read you the story because this happened last Tuesday. Same outcome, same finish. Apollo Crews came out and saved Kalisto again. I'm not going to read you the story because we've seen this too many fucking times. But yeah, that was that. The match itself was good, but we've seen it too many fucking times. Naomi and Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Now this I got a problem with. Listen to this. Naomi pinned Alexa Bliss at the Rumble. Becky Lynch continues to have trouble with both Bliss and the returning Mickie James. Tuesday night, Naomi and Lynch battled Bliss and James in tag team action. Lynch was forced into the babyface Pearl role as she was isolated from her partner at late hot tag. Naomi saw the glow-loving Hermione exploded into the match. The heels attempt to shut her offense down. They both attempt to shut her offense down. The other day, Lynch tackled James outside. Naomi pinned Bliss off the split-legged moonsault, improving her record to 2-0 against the women's champion. Okay, I got a problem with this right now. Listen to this. Why is Mickie James back and she has not gotten one victory since she's been back? I would build Mickie James as a fucking badass. Like we all know she was. In 2005, she made her debut with Trish Stratus. And it was a fucking badass thing. She took the title from her at WrestleMania. So, I mean, where is that Mickie James that I fell in love with in 2005, and 2006, 2007? Where is that Mickie James at? Where's the Mickie James that fucking was a badass? He was taught by the best in the business. WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Where is that Mickie James at? I may be speaking on this too early. I don't know. I mean, it's her second week back, so I don't like that she's losing. I like the match, but come on. This was pure fucking bullshit. American Alpha goes backstage saying that they have no competition. They go out in the ring and they open up a challenge. Basically, every tag team shows up and it ends into a fucking melee. So at the fucking Elimination Chamber, we got tag team turmoil for the tag team titles. Now, yes, you're giving these tag teams TV time, but which one of these teams are credible enough to beat the tag champions? Vaudevillains, they pissed off somebody, but they haven't been on TVs in a long time. Breezango, who the fuck are they? The Usos, they haven't been used properly in months since their heel turn. Beauty and the Man Beast, who gives a fuck? None of these teams I give a fuck about, and that's the problem. Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. Main event. Here we go. Just in case you were not already tired of Ambrose versus Styles, I wasn't. But the current Intercontinental Champion battled former WWE Champion in Tuesday night's main event. The Miz, Baron Corbin, the two men were on commentary for the whole entire match. A late match distraction by Corbin and the Miz, who were arguing at ringside, preventing the referee from counting a pinfall for Ambrose to win. Ambrose goes outside, kicks the crap out of both Corbin and the Miz. Ambrose gets back inside. He gets beaten by AJ Styles with a Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3. After the match, the Miz attacked Ambrose with a Skull Crush finale, but Corbin followed by an unhandling end of days to the former IC champion, and he followed up with the same thing to Dean Ambrose, and they go off the air with Corbin standing tall. I like that they're giving Baron Corbin TV time. They're giving him time to do his thing. They're giving him time to grow. And I'm seeing him growing week by week by week. Do I think he's going to be WWE Champion soon? No. Should he be in a title match in particular? Yes. He needs that experience to be a main event guy. Because if you guys remember, John Cena was put in a match in 2003 for the WWE title. He wasn't winning it right away. We knew that. Everybody knew that. I was a young kid in 2003, and I even knew what was going on. But you know what? That's that. As I read you both these stories into the notes I have, who I thought was the better show this week? I'm gonna say SmackDown, because even though Samoa Joe made his debut, everything in between was stupid, not caring, nobody cared. I mean, SmackDown took a step back this week, but they were way better than Raw still. I'm going to say SmackDown. I am going to say SmackDown. What was the record last week? Okay. SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown's got the lead over Raw on 5-1. 5-1. But yeah, that is that. In my opinion, my personal opinion, SmackDown beat Raw, not by much. I will say that. It was a neck and neck race this week. Both shows were shitty, but Samoa Joe couldn't save Raw for me. If Roman Reigns gave Strowman more time to do his thing in that title match, I probably would have gave the victory to Raw this week. But anyway, SmackDown was a shit show, but it did better than Raw. That's all I'm going to say to that. And that is it for your best and worst episode. Best and worst of Monday Night Raw. Episode number 6. And if you are new to this channel, follow me on Twitter at RobbieBird23. It'll say Bird2293 as the name, as it is on this YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter again at RobbieBird23. I post all my YouTube videos on the Twitter, all the links to everything, so you can get access to it every day. I can't even speak today, bro. Oh my god. Roman Reigns, you fucking asshole. Go fuck yourself. See what you did, bro. See what you fucking did. Anyway, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Just rate me with it. Stick it up my ass. And I will catch you guys later on. I'm going to do a project today. The top 3 worst matches so far of 2017. Top 3 worst matches so far. I'm going to get those done ASAP. Because I got an idea for it. And I hope you guys are going to like it. But anyway. That is that. My name is Bird2293. I'll catch you guys another day. Y'all be careful. I'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a good one.